So this is for Libra. And did you know that in the native tradition, Libra is considered the raven? And part of the reason for that is that very magical energy, and really enjoy the energy of crystals and esoteric things and subjects of the occult even. They really enjoy love and relationships. And whenever I think of the raven, I always think of those two Norse ravens that you always see together. And they sort of represent, or that energy represents, to me anyways, two people or two energies that are working together. And so in the Libra vibration, we see that scale, and really that's all about relationship energy, who they are, the relationship they choose, and the back and forth energy that happens between a Libra and their partner. They're very much relationship oriented, and and I think because they're so into the magic and into the esoterics of the universe, they can be very great conversationalists, plain and simple. And they are Venus born and very loving, very caring. They're about money. They like their money. And when we talk about the raven is really attracted to shiny things, right? Really attracted to chrome and silver and all of those things. So I think the raven is assigned to the Libra because of that. They like the shiny things. They like relationships. They like beautiful things and money and stuff like that, right? So yeah, and esoteric things. So I think that's a good creature for them. They're also aligned with the butterfly clan, which is all about change, growing into their new self. For the month of August, sun, moon, and ascendant, I would say that maybe you need to spend more time nurturing yourself, looking after yourself, taking care of the things that you need. You may have had some really difficult times over the last little while, and I think it's coming to slow down a little bit, and maybe you can focus a little more on you and what you need and how you need to live your life. Relationships, like I said, are very important. You may be involved in a relationship and have been for a really long time. I think, like I said, they're very important to you. Therefore, you're going to stick out problems. If you're in a relationship and there's a problem, you're going to try to work through it. You're going to kind of overlook it for as long as you can. You will do those things. Security is more important to you, and being in a relationship is an security for you. So I think that's part of the problem maybe is you staying in a relationship with someone who isn't really vibing at your highest good. So I'm going to say that you really need to look at whether or not you're happy. If you're not happy in that situation, you really need to look at that and do something about it. So nurturing your own needs, maybe you're not getting them nurtured by others. Maybe it's a flatline kind of a situation. It's not that anybody's doing anything wrong, but nobody's doing anything right either, right? I do think that as far as finances go, I think there's some security. You do have some financial security overall, but you do not have the kind of money that would afford you to buy the kind of things that you really would like in your life. So I'm going to say that your financial situation is taking a bit of a hit overall. I think you're at a time in your life where you are judging yourself. You are judging your situation. You are judging your life. You are wondering if you're in the right place or if you need to do something to get things right for you. So I think August is going to present a really quiet time overall, thinking things through, wondering if you're doing the right things and where you should go from here. So your finances do need to be improved, or you need to find a way to stabilize your expenses because it looks like there might not be enough funds to go around. As far as your health, it looks like you've had your ass handed to you in some ways. This card here does indicate there's some resting needed, or you need to regroup, you need to pull back, and you need to rest more, take more time. So maybe there's some time that you could take to go on a holiday or something like that. Maybe go camping or glamping, something like that. I think would be really good for you to be honest. Okay. There's probably someone else. I'm going to say a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person. Maybe someone a little younger that you have some concern about or wonder about. Certainly someone who is tall and beautiful or handsome. And maybe there's some situation that's coming up for them. Maybe there's some travel or world knowledge, or maybe they're going to school somewhere else. I do see you having some concern about that, and you'll be looking into that situation more. But as far as your health goes, as long as you take some rest and really look after yourself and look after your soul, what is it your soul needs, I'd say that you do a lot better. Okay.